Ben with Super Pump Podcast, day 17, 40 days in the wilderness. Not in the wilderness today, switching gears out of the jungles and the tropics of Belize and now headed to Africa. My pack is absolutely overflowing. I couldn't even get it closed. These are some of my clothes, but this thing is just jammed full. We are going to hike in remote parts of the Serengeti. We are going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. This is the gear. It is heavy as heck, but it's actually a limited amount of gear. Then there's my carry-on. Everything from backup clothes, flip-flops, binoculars. Make sure my head stays shaved. Then you've got your international adapters with these weird plugs. You've got blow-up neck pillows, all kinds of gear to tape stuff. We've got tons of backup battery packs because we're going to be remote for most of the 3 weeks there. We've got headlamps. We've got lots of water bottles, snacks, of course. Then one of the things, if you're going to Africa, you need all kinds of drugs. I've got malaria drugs and altitude sickness drugs, and I'm fighting bronchitis, so I've got drugs to try and knock that out. This is porter tips and guide tips, about 25 envelopes for different guides and porters and Sherpas and people along the way to make sure they're taken care of. Most importantly, my passport. Super pumped to be heading from quick stop in Cincinnati on over to Tanzania, and can't wait for you to see our adventures. Oh my goodness, that bag is ridiculously heavy. Thanks. Oh, I need Tony. Come here, Tony. Tony's got the bag. Take that bad boy out to the car. Can you lift it? You're the man. Show Robert. Tell Robert. Look at that. I am in the Detroit airport on a connecting flight between Cincinnati and Amsterdam, and I'm feeling a lot of anxiety today. First part of the series was in Belize, tropical, easy. Second part, serious wilderness experience. So I am headed from here to Amsterdam and then Amsterdam to Mount Kilimanjaro. And I have three super big fears right now that are just creating all this anxiety in me. Number one, as I trek across the Serengeti with no tent, no vehicle, no nothing, I am fearful that I am going to get trampled by elephants. One of my closest near-death experiences was with elephants, and I do not want to repeat that. Second thing I'm worried about is freezing to death on Mount Kilimanjaro. It is super cold up there. Try sleeping and walking every day below zero. Definitely some anxiety about that. Then the third thing is this idea of altitude sickness. You can train, you can do all these things, but the reality is you don't know how you're going to react. I have had bronchitis now for going on a month. I've been to the doctor multiple times. I cannot shake this. I've got this rattling chest cold, which is about the worst thing in the world you could possibly have as you try to embark on a climb where you're going over 20,000 feet. I am really starting to have a lot of anxiety. And so as I was packing, I was trying to overcome that with all kinds of different things, trying to throw everything in the kitchen sink into the bag. Well, the reality is not everything is going to fit in the bag. And you can't pack away all your fears. A lot of things got cut in the process, and what made it into the bag made it into the bag. And I came to the realization that I have guides, I have Sherpas, I have all these people who are going to help me. And I have anxiety because this is first time doing this hike, but for them, they do it all the time. This is where they live. This is where they work. How do you let go of your own control issues, your own anxieties, and trust the people that you've entrusted to your own care? There's some comfort in that, but it also takes a little bit of vulnerability. I was thinking about how, just like I'm trusting myself to these people I don't even know that I've never even met, I'm also trying to look from my gate here. So I'm going to 50. We're heading this way here in the Detroit airport. And I was thinking about how, as I left today, I've got to leave my brother in the care of trusted neighbors, and I'm worried about that. But I've also got to leave my beloved dogs in the care of a neighbor girl, Ellie. I've got to trust her for that. All of us, as much as we think we're an island, the reality is we have to trust other people. That's one of the things I am working on. Letting go of my fear of altitude sickness, letting go of my fear of freezing to death on Kilimanjaro, and definitely trying to let go of my fear of being trampled by elephants in the Serengeti. We're going to go find our gate to Amsterdam, and hopefully this will all work out well. Heading from the very controlled world of cool fountains, I love this fountain, to the unknown of the Serengeti of Mount Kilimanjaro. Super pumped you joined me. Thanks for being here. and let's go find our gate. If you've ever dreamed of pressing pause and rediscovering what makes your heart sing, I invite you to follow along on our YouTube channel or on Super Pumped Life on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. I'll be posting every day, not only a podcast, but updates, stories, bonus coverage, and reflections through this super pumped adventure. If you're one of our awesome audio-only listeners, I would encourage you to go over to YouTube to see the incredible video footage of all that is going on in this 40-day super pumped adventure in the wilderness. Thanks for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow.